All right, are we live? We are live. What's going on, everyone? Ken here from Gotta Watch 'Em All. Thanks for stopping by. The Global Catch Challenge is about to end. All our bonuses, our double XP, our double Stardust, all that stuff's going away in about 2 hours from now, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So, I'm going to go in and do my final XP grind. I've been saving all the Pokemon that I've caught over the past couple days. I've got a bunch of Pokemon in front of me. I just picked up some lucky eggs, so I'm going to drop these lucky eggs, grind through, see if I can pick up 150, 200,000 experience right now during the stream. And I also am going to power up a couple of my Pokemon now that the 0.83.1 update has gone through and level 39 and 40 players can finally level their Pokemon up. I've been sitting on a bunch of Pokemon I've been waiting to just put a little bit more Stardust and candy into. So, you know what? Why don't we do that first? So, well, first we'll do an update here. Pokedex 246 and 251. I did pick up a Ho-Oh just the other day. 2 for 2 so far on him, so that's all good. But still no unknown. I picked up Farfetch'd, but no other regionals, so still missing Kangaskhan, Corsola, Heracross, Mr. Mime. Still out of reach at the moment. But other than that, I'm looking good. So it's a pretty filled out dex, and as you can see, just a couple blank spots for these regionals. Oh, and no unknown yet either, which is killing me. So they have been in my area, but I just haven't been able to pick them up. But let's take a look at my top 12 here. So we've got Tyranitar up top, 2 Dragonites. One of them's 100% Dragonite. I've got a beefy Snorlax here. I also have this other Snorlax, which is a 98%, which I might, I don't have any candy, but I was thinking about throwing some rare candy at it maybe. But all the major people up top here, I'm going to be able to finally get up to level 39.5, just pump them up a little bit more. So let's just get in on it. I'm not going to throw the lucky egg down yet, but yeah, squeeze out a little bit more CP out of these top dogs, because why not, right? I know there's a Pokemon Go Hub put a really good article out about damage breakpoints and things like that. I'm not too concerned about where the damage stops. I just want some big old Pokemon, so I'm going to continue just beefing them up. And I've been sitting on this candy forever, so might as well use it. So I don't know if anyone has battled Ho-Oh yet, but I have some Golems I want to beef up a little bit. Maybe an Amistar. I got to check my candy situation, but I had 2 large groups, the 2 raids that I did, so it was pretty easy. Man, that Snorlax candy. It's like I really want to spend some rare candy, but I'm kind of holding out for that Mewtwo. Melissa from the Lured Up podcast, she was able to pick up a Mewtwo the other day in Philly. I'm super jealous. She's sitting on about 50 rare candy, so she's probably going to be dumping that all into Mewtwo, this week. So I might just hold out just like she did. And just wait for Mewtwo or wait for 100% Ho-Oh or something like that if that happens this week. But we'll see about that. I love these Gyarados. These Gyarados, they're not, the IVs aren't fantastic. I mean, this is a 90%. I have an 86% here, but I have won so many battles with these Pokemon. They're just DPS machines. I'm super happy with them. Beef them up a little bit. And I have so many Magikarp candy. I'm waiting for that shiny Magikarp so I can immediately evolve it to shiny Gyarados. What else we got? 71%? Why not? Why not? Like I said, these are good placeholder Pokemon. You need some DPS to just supplement a lineup in a raid. Throw Gyarados in there with Bite Hydro Pump. It's just going to put out a lot of damage. Oh, Vaporeon, another one, tried and true. One of the earliest Pokemon, one of the earliest gym attackers and defenders that I used when the game first launched. So I have a soft spot for Vaporeon. Alright, and Blissey has been or Chansey has been my buddy, so I just have enough candy to do this once. But, man, I am digging the big Blissey. I've always wanted to have one that's all, fully maxed out. But 10 more candies and I'll be able to do it on this one. But that's a nice defender there. That's going to intimidate some people. Give some more love to Vaporeon. What else we have here? And then Snorlax. I think that's it. I'll give Espeon a little love here. You know, there hasn't been too many. I mean, you look at the Stardust, over 2 million. I haven't powered up a lot of Pokemon in general. So the ones that I have committed to and the ones I have invested in, I might as well just go for it. You know, I'm not going to spend any rare candy there. All right, I think I'm going to call it there. But now, here's the lineup. Check that out. So everyone's a little bit more beefy. And they've never let me down. So the next goal for me personally with candy, of course, is on this Blissey here, who's still my buddy, and Snorlax candy. That's going to be the next big one. I do have this Golem, which I'll power up a little bit, 87%. And then I have a better one that I'll, whatever remaining candy I have from this one, I'll dump into. Let's see. Where is it at? Where is it at? Make me look. Here you go, 96%. So there's a lot of room to power this one up. I might as well go for it now. And then maybe I'll switch some moves here with some TMs. I don't have many TMs, so, but maybe I'll use them here on stream just to get rid of them. Yes. But, you know, I don't know how you guys feel about spending Stardust all at once like this. You know, some people, like Melissa, I think only has 60 or 70,000 in Stardust right now. My buddy Jay, Jersey Jay, a big fan of ours, he said he just crested 1 million, which is awesome. You know, I've had this 2 million cushion for so long, powered up a bunch of people, and then during this double Stardust event was able to get it back up over 2.1 million. So, you know, it's cool. You know, I've gotten a lot of mileage out of the Stardust. So when Gen 3 comes, I'll save it for, you know, the big dogs of Gen 3. I'm not too worried about recovering, but this Golem's getting there. You know, I might be able to get this thing to 24, 2,500. Let's see when it reaches level 30 and the CP jump halves itself. So you'll see the amount of Stardust, or the amount of CP it's picking up, 41. They'll reach a plateau when it'll drop from 41 to about 20 or 21. That's when we know that the Pokemon has reached level 30. And that's when you're going to start to see some exponential costs in Stardust and candy will start to increase after level 30. This is the last one here. So it's still under level 30, but it's nice and beefy. So now I got a nice 2,400 Golem that should move it forward in my top dogs here. So there it is. Oh no, that's the original one. There it is here. So I've got another Ho-Oh counter that I can bring in. As far as movesets go, you know, I've got Mud Slap and Earthquake on this one. Let's see what kind of TMs. I have ground moves here. I mean rock moves here. I want to make these ground moves, so I think I've got one of each TM. Let's see if I can succeed here or if it becomes a TM pit. I don't know what I have. All right, let's see how this goes. I'll give it to the Golem. This one. All right, forget Rock Throw. Mud Slap. Perfect. I think that was the only other option. This is going to be, I don't want Stone Edge. Let me see. So forget Rock Blast. What does the other one have? The other one has Earthquake. So I want Earthquake. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so now I have two solid Ho-Oh counters in these Golems. Oh, I'm turning my Pokemon Go Plus on. With these two, Mud Slap Earthquake, 87 and 96%. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. But time to grind this XP. I've been waiting to do this, so all right, we got 2:15. That's the local time here. And I'm going for it. So the way I do my XP grinds is I'll just sort by number, and I'll go in a little bit ahead of time and just kind of scope out exactly what I can evolve. But for the most part, I'll go through all my Gen 1 the 12 candy Pokemon first, the Weedle, Caterpie, Pidgey. That'll take roughly 20 minutes out of my first Lucky Egg. So that being said, it's not terribly exciting, but this is where all the XP's coming from. And I think before the Global Challenge rewards started coming in, I was sitting on about 80 Pinap berries, and I'm at 0. Well, actually, I just restocked, so I picked up a couple. But I washed them all out. I was down to 0 this morning because every single 12 candy Pokemon that I was catching, I was doing Pinap berry to help with this XP grind. Because I'm trying to get this level 40, yo. But let's see the chat here. You know, let me know how you guys feel about powering up. So Melissa, while she wants to grind and she wants to level up, she's not a fan of actually going through the process like this. For me, it's like therapy. I love doing this. So I've been snatching her phone up at night and doing this for her and doing box maintenance. You know, I find that very therapeutic and calming to go through that. So I don't know if anyone else feels that way. Let us know. Let me know. But I totally enjoy doing box maintenance here because it's just, I don't know, it's fun. I get to connect with the Pokemon, see exactly what's going on, and it's a very organic process of grinding the XP. So I enjoy it thoroughly, but it's not for everybody. But I'm trying to take advantage of this XP. But it's gonna be a bum. It's gonna be a bummer to go back to regular. Is that it for Caterpie? To go back to regular spawn rates and regular XP and Stardust. Like, I've been super spoiled. It's been great, but got to squeeze as much blood from the stone as possible. That's why I wanted to get this last minute grind in and see where it takes me. But I'm hoping 110, 120K from each Lucky Egg. If I do 2 back-to-back eggs now, that will be great. That would be great. That would be maximum effort, but I don't know how many Pokemon I have. I think in my box, I was sitting at like 940 out of 1,000 or something like that. I didn't pay attention. But that means typically I should have about 100, 140 Pokemon to evolve. So 939 out of 1,000. So I probably have about 100. So I might be able to get 2 full Lucky Egg cycles in, so long as I have that many Pokemon to evolve. I'm probably sitting on more Hoot and Spinarak and Centrets than I can evolve. But I did do some box maintenance the other day, so I did clean it up a little bit. But we'll see when we get down to Gen 2. But you gotta go for these 12 candy Gen 1 Pokemon. That's the way to go when you're worried about grinding XP. But I've thoroughly enjoyed thoroughly enjoyed this event and these rewards. And I knew we were going to do the 3 billion catches. I think the grand total they announced was over 3.36 billion at the end of the 7th day. So at the end of the 24th hour on the 7th day, over 3.36 billion Pokemon caught. It's amazing. It's so awesome. It's just cool to know that this game is still thriving and this game is still, as prominent as it is in people's lives, that they've gone out there and they committed. And the daily catch rates were increasing day over day, which I thought was amazing because as more rewards were being unlocked and the spawns were becoming greater, the people were getting out there and being more hardcore and going through it more and more and more. I love that. I thought that was totally awesome. Because it just shows that people are still engaged. Kakuna Matata. Plenty of Kakunas. Still 85 candy. See, I'm telling you. So Melissa has tons, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these candies for these 12 CP evolution Pokemon, Pidgeys and stuff. But she has no Pokemon. She's outside of what I've evolved for her, she would transfer them as soon as she got them. So she'd end up with 1 or 2, versions of the Pokemon in her decks, but then all this candy. So I've been trying to get her to catch and save and just give me the phone, I'll evolve them for you and make the most of it. But I think she jumped halfway. She's almost to level 34, and she jumped, I think at the beginning of the event, she had just turned 33. So she went up half a level, which is awesome for her in a week's time. Weedle. Weedle. So Caterpie was Ash's first catch. Ash's first Pokemon that he caught in episode 1 of the anime was Caterpie. And there's some funny stories about that. And ultimately, how Caterpie became Metapod and went on from there into Butterfree. And then the big story of Bye Bye Butterfree. If you're not a fan of the anime, you should check out the first episode and that progression to the Bye Bye Butterfree episode, because there's so many feels about Ash's Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree that anytime I see a Caterpie or a Butterfree, I'm like, oh, bye bye Butterfree. It's so funny. Alright, looks like we get about 4 more of these Weedles in. So I'm 7 minutes in, and I'm still only about, 15, 16 Pokemon into the count, into the decks. So these 12 candy Pokemon, I can't preach enough. Cannot preach enough. They're crucial to the grind. I wonder if I can get a little music in here. Should I get a little music on? I don't know if I got my sound effects on. I'll have to go back into the settings when the egg is done. I'll wait so we can get the big reveal of the XP. That's another part of the XP evolution parties that I like, is not going back out to the map screen until you're all the way done. That way you get that nice clean number of how much you just picked up during the lucky egg. I think the one I did for Melissa last night, she picked up 100K in one lucky egg. So I'm hoping at least 120. If I can get 120 out of this, all right. Let me just do 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get one more Weedle out of this. Actually, I could probably transfer 11 more Kakuna. Do another Weedle. That's the other thing I do. As I go through the evolutions and I'm starting to run low, I recommend doing the math as you go. I know I need 11 more here, but I just evolved all these. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now I can squeeze out another Weedle. So I'll do that in real time as I'm going through the list. Make sure I don't miss it. That's why it's always good to keep an extra cushion and remember that you're going to get 1 candy back in addition to the evolution. So when you're doing your math of figuring out what you should transfer and what you hold on to be the most efficient, remember that you get that extra candy when you evolve, and then without taking up too much time on your lucky egg, transfer as you go. So look at this, 375 candies for Pidgeys. We're going to be on Pidgeys for a minute, but that's what this grind is all about. That's it. That's what the grind is all about. Pumping, pumping, pumping. Pidgeotto. Man, there's going to be a lot of Pidgeys here. So I'm going to be doing 30 Pidgeys. Typically, I think you can get between 65 and 75 Pokemon in, depending on how quick your fingers are during a lucky egg. So half of this lucky egg is going to be Pidgey, man. That's not exciting at all. I'm sorry, but the grind is there. I need it for the XP. But big shout to Jersey J. If you're listening, I know you said you were going to be grinding today, noon to 4 o'clock. You were going out, man. He was an absolute beast during this event. I think he said he caught something like 2,500 Pokemon over the week, and he hit level 40 yesterday. So congrats, Jay, on hitting level 40. That's amazing. Total beast mode. When he showed it to me, I was like, man, you are hardcore. And he's a working man, a family man. It's great. So what he does is he'll go out at like midnight and grind till 4 a.m. so it doesn't intrude on his life at all. That's hardcore, man. That's hardcore. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, we got Pidgeys everywhere. So one of the other things that I've been doing lately with the shortage of potions that we've been seeing from stops, I like to do the gym meta, so I'm constantly battling gyms and putting my Pokemon in positions that they would need to be revived or they need to be healed. So the revives have been, man, we're getting a little laggy here. I'm just seeing a little bit of lag quality here, so I apologize if the stream is lagging out. But I've seen way less revives come and potions come from Pokestops. So instead of you putting my usual suspects or using my top 12 to battle gyms and defend gyms, what I've been doing is taking these weaklings like Pidgeys or Weedles and taking down a gym with as many of them as possible and leaving them as defenders. And the other day, Pidgey brought me home 50 candy or 50 coins from a gym overnight, which was amazing that the Pidgey was able to hold out. The gym turnover in my area is nuts. You know, if you can get 24 hours in a gym, that's a feat. Excuse me. Because the turnover is just so fast. I mean, there's times where I'll be driving from gym to gym, and by the time I leave the first gym and arrive at the second one, my first gym is already kicked out. It's like, that's how fast it is. And, you know, the spoofing problem isn't terrible by me. It's not really that rampant because we're not necessarily like a dense city like New York City or Los Angeles where, you know, the spoofers are going to be really going to those areas. But we have a lot of closet style players where you could be at a gym and grinding it and someone could be berry farming it from, like, you know, some parked car down the road or something like that, and you would never know it because there's always these stealth players that are just kind of being thorns in my side when I'm trying to take gyms down. So what did I use? I used 200,000 Stardust in that little bump up to my top 12. It's not too bad. I mean, I'll get back up to 2 million with normal grinding probably by the end of the year. Probably through December, I'll be able to make that 200 grand back. So it's like you spend it in 10 minutes, takes a month to earn it back. And the Pidgey train continues. Oh, Pidgey. Man, it was so awesome getting Farfetch'd. So, part of the Global Catch Challenge, the gold tier reward for hitting the 3 billion catches was everyone outside of East Asia who already had Farfetch'd, who got Kangaskhan instead. The rest of the world got Farfetch'd. And I remember pulling into my house at 7 p.m. that day. It was Saturday night. And, you know, seeing it on the nearby, getting the silhouette and just being so fired up. I love that feeling. I cannot wait for Gen 3. But, you know, I think I caught 18 Farfetch'd or something over the 24 or over the 48 hours that it was here. But that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Niantic has done such an awesome job lately of keeping players engaged, giving them incentive to play, and giving them rewards. And if they continue this, you know, they dropped Ho-Oh on us. What do we have? 11 more days to get Ho-Oh. That's going to be through the 12th, Tuesday, December 12th. Ho-Oh is available. So just when they take away Suicune, you've got Ho-Oh as a supplement. Just when they take away, you know, the double XP and all the stuff from the Global Catch Challenge, here's Ho-Oh to take you a little bit longer. So now I'm going to imagine that come the 12th, or maybe even a little bit before, that's when we're going to start to see Gen 3 start dropping, and it'll be interesting to see how they actually do it. If they actually dump it all at once, you know, with maybe holding a couple back, like they, you know, of course, like Celebi and stuff, but, you know, maybe holding some of the legendaries, the mythical, and maybe a couple here and there, holding them back for something special, you know, kind of like the Dittos or the Smeargle and Delibird or something like that. It's going to be interesting to see how they do it. I hope they give us everything. I hope everything, you know, with the exception of those few, I hope they all become available at once, so that way everyone who's just been on this tear of being so excited about all these Global Catch Challenge rewards continues to play, continues to log in, and continues to get out there day after day after day playing and raiding. I hope that's the case. So I think they're starting to get really good at their delivery of events and delivery of things to keep players engaged, because, you know, the past couple months with the legendary dogs and then the Global Catch Challenge, I mean, players have stayed on board and stayed connected and stayed engaged. So I hope they continue. Let us know what your feelings are on these events. You know, we haven't had we had the Ghost event for Halloween and stuff, but we haven't had like a water event or a fire event or a grass event those type of events are nice because they can bring them in and out in a weekend. And I think a good recipe would be do these global challenges maybe once a quarter. So 4 times a year, you take 4 of the 52 weeks of the year and do these global challenge, and then sprinkle in these smaller events like a fire event or a water event, something like that. You just sprinkle those in here and there in addition to these big ones. Recipe for success and engagement, I think. How would you like to see it? How would you rather see it? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what Niantic does, but I think they're firing on all cylinders right now, and I can dig it. What's up, Pidgeotto? I never check my Pidgeys or anything for good IVs. Oh, but I was saying before, with the lack of potions, I've been dropping these Pidgeys in the gyms, so I never have to heal them. I'm just going to evolve them and transfer them anyway. So, in addition to being my foot soldiers and being out there in the front lines and earning me coins, if they're, once they get knocked out, I don't have to worry about committing any resources to them. I can just use them for the evolution and transfer them out and be good. Whereas if I put my, Gyarados or something in the gym, I'm going to be spending a revive. I'm going to be spending a couple super potions or at least a hyper potion and a couple regular potions to get it back up to 100%. The resources just aren't there anymore. They're just not there anymore. So I'd rather hold on to them and just do this technique of putting these expendables in there and just sending them off to the candy factory at Willow's lab. All right, we got about 10 more Pidgeys. Oh, I got plenty. So I'm sure I could even transfer a bunch of Pidgeotos and even some more Pidgeys out and maybe pick up another evolution or two, something like that. But with Quad XP, I want it all. You got to take advantage of that faux show. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of Pidgeys. But I think the Pokemon Go Travel, I think that brand, I think it's a cool branding name. I think it's a great marketing tool, and I hope they stick with this brand and continue to pump out events under this Pokemon Go Travel kind of heading. And in doing that, they can make it where when we know if a Pokemon Go Travel event is coming up, it could just be used to fuel and power the hype train. Dude, so many Pidgeys. So many Pidgeys. So I got about 8 more, and I'll probably do a little quick transfer in here and get 1 or 2 more out of it. But that's the thing. I don't want to spend too much time on my lucky egg doing maintenance, doing transfers. I'd rather just go from evolution to evolution. So it's a double-edged sword when you're trying to get a couple last minute or a couple last evolutions out of it because you're spending time transferring and not evolving while the egg is running. So you got to be smart. Because if you spend too much time doing maintenance, you're not going to maximize the egg, and that's what this is all about with that grind. Wow, that's a lot of Pidgey. And I have a bunch of evolution items. I'm sure we'll get to the Pokemon. I think I could do a Blossom. I think I might have a couple King's Rocks, and I've got plenty of those evolution items too. So I'll throw a couple of those evolutions in just to make it a little bit more exciting than Pidgeotto after Pidgeotto 30 times. But if this is the first time you found our channel, thank you so much for checking us out. Give us a follow. But we also have a bunch of different shows that we do. We do 2 different podcasts. The first podcast is just called Gotta Watch 'Em All, and it's based around us chronicling the anime, the original anime, Indigo League, starting with episode 1. We're on episode 36 right now, so we're watching the episodes, and we have an in-depth discussion and analysis of what happened and our thoughts about it. We kind of look at it from a very passive and analytical perspective where, we're watching the show, we're talking about what we see and what we laugh about, but then when it comes up that there's some, high writing value or high animation value or something like that, we get into those discussions as well. So if you're into the anime, definitely check out that podcast. And we also touch on every form of Pokemon. We talk about Go, the TCG, the TCGO, the main series games, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, spin-off games, Magikarp Jump, whatever. We're going to talk about it. Even products from PokemonCenter.com, plushes, pins, all that stuff is all in our full featured show. So just check out GottaWatchemAll.com so you can see everything about that and the links to everything we do. And then our second podcast is called Lured Up, which is all about Pokemon Go. That's weekly. It comes out on Tuesdays. And this will be our last regular Pidgey evolution here. And on the Lured Up podcast, we talk Pokemon Go very casually and very hardcore. So we have a nice blend of perspectives and attitudes and that on that podcast. It's a lot of fun. So definitely check out that podcast. We're super proud of it, and it's been good because there's been such great content in Pokemon Go. Oh my gosh, look at all the... All right, I'm going to do this real quick. Look at this. This is nuts. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see if I can get 24 in here. I definitely can get 24. Can I get 36? I'll hold on to 1. There's 38. Boom. 3 more Pidgeys. I could probably even got 1 more. The Pidgeys are still going. Oh, so we got about 7 minutes left on this lucky egg, and I'm still on Pidgey. That's great. That's good news for the grind. So as soon as this one is done, we'll get a total of XP. We'll slap another lucky egg on and see if we can match or increase that as we go through Gen 2. I don't think I have many ghosts from Gen 3 that I could evolve. I think I've spent all that candy the last time I did a mass evolution, which was a couple days ago. It was during this event. So I've done 3 or 4 mass evolutions during this event to try to just rack up on that XP. Man, do I transfer a couple more and do 1 more Pidgey? I think so. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, Pidgeotto. You look just like the last 30 of them. All right, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're the lucky winner. I'm done with Pidgeys. That was like 38 Pidgeys. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. It's a lot of XP. I'll take it. All right, let's see what's next. Rats! Oh, this is even more exciting. Oh, we got 7 rats, maybe even 8 rats to do. Aren't you excited? That was the thumbnail. I'm going to use that for the thumbnail. Oh, rats. So I've been playing through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and it's cool to see the Alolan versions of Rattata and Raticate because they have these weird little mustaches. Good stuff. But one of the things that we try to do here on the channel is branch Pokemon communities over to each other. So if you're into Pokemon Go, we want to try to introduce you to the anime or to the main series games or to the toys or to the plushes or to the merchandise or clothing. This is a Pokemon, this is official Pokemon Center hat. So there's so much to do with Pokemon. When people get into it through Pokemon Go, it's a great stepping stone because you get introduced chronologically through the Pokemon. So you're going to get introduced to Gen 1 and Gen 2 and, this week Gen 3 or the next 2 weeks Gen 3. So it's good to learn and you get this chronological progression. But it's really nice to, when people from Pokemon Go branch out beyond that, and pick up a pack of cards or something like that and get to enjoy Pokemon in a different medium besides, what's on the phone. I think that's really cool. So check out our other stuff. Check out our other videos. We've got some unboxings of TCG. Adam, who's one of our co-hosts on both podcasts that we do. He does an Instagram video series every Monday called Insta Booster, where he'll do a really quick video of opening a current booster. And it's a good idea if you're thinking about getting into the TCG and you just kind of experience that thrill of opening a booster. Check out Insta Booster on our Instagram channel. It's instagram.com/GottaWatchemAll, and check out what Adam's doing. And all that stuff gets pushed over to our Facebook page as well. But we're trying to cover it all. So let us know what you're into and if you enjoy it, and especially if you started in one area of Pokemon and then branched out into a different area. That's good stuff. I got some cards right here. Oh, check out the green screen. Woo, they're clear. All right, we'll do 2 more rats. I'll have to transfer a couple here. And I've got about 3 minutes or so left on this egg. So we'll wrap this egg up. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We'll wrap this egg up. And then I'll go right into a second egg, run another half an hour, and see what our grand total is, man. If I can get over 200K, 225, that'll be good. And then I'll show you my progression into level 39. 39 or into level 40. Level 39 to 40 is a 5 million XP grind. So the struggle is for reals. One Spearow. But yeah, the 39 to 40 grind, man. It's long. It's very long. Fearow. What else we got? I don't think I could do any Ekans. I'm going to skip all these Pikachu. If I ever use any candy on Pikachus, I will use... Oh, check it out. Shiny! If I use candy on Pikachus, I'll just evolve some regular Pichus. Nidoran. Oh, looks like we might be able to do 2 here. And I don't really bank candies too much if I already have the, if there's a stage 3 evolution. Once I have 1 or 2 of them, or if I have a good one, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about making any more Nidoqueens. I just want to, get through these Nidorans. Oh, I've got no more Nidorans. So that was it for that one. No males. I'll wait for Cleffa. I'll wait for Igglybuff. Zubat. What do we got here? All right, we can do 1. 1 minute left on the egg. When I exit back to the main screen, we'll see what our total is. And I'm hoping for, I don't know. I'm hoping for 110, 120. Let's see. We'll do 2 more. Actually, we use a Sunstone here. Gloom is hilarious. The drool. Why? Oh my god, so cute. So cute. Alright, I'm going to do 1 more. Paris? Nope. Venonat? Yes. Venonat. Alright. So this will be the last one of the first egg. We'll see where we're at. Venonat's weird too. Very weird, basic, shaggy design, and then turns into that? What? Should have made it like a caterpillar. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Oh, I got 14 seconds left. 142! Yes! Yes! Oh, yeah, and we'll catch this Bellsprout to celebrate. Oh, yeah, 142. Oh, I was hoping to get a 250,000 today. It might happen. Oh, that's so cool. That's so good. Let's take a look. I'll show you So this is where I'm at going into level 40. So man, I'll eclipse the 2 million mark into it here today, but whew, the grind is real. All right, let's get back into this. So let's get down to Oddish, right? That's where we're venting at. Now I just got to kind of poke and prod here and see what I can evolve before I get back to the high volume guys in Gen 2. I think I need a Poliwrath, so I might as well do, or a Poliwag, or Poliwhirl, so I might as well do one here. And then, these Pokemon that require the evolution items, I'll typically hold off on grinding on them until I can use these evolution items, because these evolution items are taking up space in my inventory. But I needed a Poliwhirl to do that anyway, so I'll start over there. Abra, I've got this out. You know what? Did I power up this Alakazam? Do this real quick, because this is a 98% Alakazam, or 96%. All right, he only got one because I'm out of candy. But no Abras. Machop, I'm holding on to the candy to power up my Machamps. Bellsprout, 2 of them. All right. Bell, Weeping Bell. So this is good, man. I was hoping for 250,000. That was the goal. So it looks like I'll be able to achieve that. 3:15 my time is the time I need to look out for. Oh, I got one more bell. For this lucky egg to end. So I hope I have enough Gen 2s. I need 110,000 worth to get to my goal of 250,000 XP. Bell. So dumb. Okay. Geodude. I'm holding off on the candy there. Yeah, Slowpoke. Yeah. You ever hear the Slowpoke song? If not, YouTube it after you watch this. Yo, Slowking. It always reminds me of like Resident Evil, like the Umbrella Corporation. Whenever I see that. I do another one? No King's Rock. So I'll hold on to that candy for the next King's Rock to come around. So here's the Farfetch'd. So check it out. Look at that. Farfetch'd. And the prize, 100% Farfetch'd. What? Are you kidding? I'm so happy I found this. I got this in Philly. Oh, man. 100% Farfetch'd. I'm going to sink some candy into that eventually, too. Maybe I'll make that a buddy and just power it up all the way. Doduo, no. Seal, I don't think so. Nothing here. How about a Ghastly? No. See, this is where I'm wasting time. I could do a Krabby? No. Oh, I just hatched one. No. Oh, I'm wasting time. Oh, this hurts. This hurts. What about you? All right, we'll do 2 of these. I don't really have a good ride on. I know that he does have some place in the meta, but I've got other rock and ground options, so I think I'd rather use the candy to evolve than to power up in this case, just because I need that sweet XP. Then the one thing missing from this event, not even missing, I ain't complaining, but the one thing that's missing was double candies. It would have been nice to have been able to grind, do all these evolutions, and then transfer them out and get double candy back. That would have been great. Chansey! I don't think I have 100. Oh, I'm so short. Just short. One more catch would have been good. Staryu, I don't think so. Goldeen, I don't think so. Alright, nothing here. Now we're going to be getting into... I've got a ton of candy for Magikarp, but I'm holding off for the shiny so I can get that red Gyarados and power it up. We'll do a couple Eevees. It's always Eevee candy. around, so. EV. I kind of miss that you can't naturally evolve an Espeon or Umbreon. I mean, I only have one of each from the name trick. And, I've used Espeon in gyms. Umbreon isn't as good for gyms, but Umbreon is just such a cool Pokemon. I wish I had more just because it's cool looking. And I just don't want to commit to walking Eevee for 10 kilometers because that's 2 Chansey Candy. And I need him for Blissey. Jolteon. I guess we'll do... Maybe we'll do 4 more. We'll do 4 more Eevees. That way I'm still sitting on 300-something candy in case I get a good one and I want to power it up. Vaporeon. Man, I remember back in the day, the first couple weeks and months that the game was out, Vaporeon was it. Like, if you had a Vaporeon, people were like, oh my god, there's a Vaporeon in that gym. It was awesome. And now they're still not common, but everyone has had them. It was good when Raikou was our current raid boss, our legendary boss. It was like everyone could bust out those Vaporeons again. All right, we'll do this as the last Eevee, and then we'll move on to Gen 2. And I should have a good amount of like Spinarak and Sentret and Ladybuzz. So that'll carry us through the remaining 20 minutes that we have here. So, all right. I was going to power up an Amistar, but maybe not. They're not that great. Snorlaxes, some legendaries. Cyndaquil, where are we at? You know what? We'll do one of each of these if I can. Again, I'm not worried about saving candy for making Typhlosions and stuff because their relevance in the meta is low. I've got 1 or 2 already. I'm not worried about it. I'd rather have the 4,000 XP or whatever I'm getting from this evolution. Yeah, why not? And in the beginning too, I was really concerned about doing a living dex. And for the most part, I kind of still do that, but it'll really depend on if they expand the box size when Gen 3 comes out beyond 1,000, because through my normal playing on a weekly basis, I'm hitting 1,000. So I can't maintain keeping one of everything. I don't necessarily want to keep a Pidgey in my box just for the sake of having one for the living dex if it's going to interfere with me being able to get out there and catch, at speed and at volume that I want to, because nothing's more frustrating than trying to catch Pokemon and your box is full, or doing a legendary raid and you go to catch it and you can like mess yourself up if your box is full. Like, hopefully they'll let that go to 1,500 and they'll bring the items up to 2,000. That's what I want, dear Santa, dear John Henke Niantic. Others want trading in PvP. I want more storage. Alright, so we're into our Sentrets. I didn't see how many I had, but there's probably a handful I could do with these. 155 candy, so we can do 6 more. So the 25 candy evolutions aren't too bad. Hoot Hoot, man, it's rough because as much as you see them, it's still a 50 candy evolution. So you can end up having, 20 or 30 Hoot Hoots in your inventory, and it's like, all right, I can evolve 2 of them. It's rough. But with the 25 candies, at least you can bang out a couple evolutions. I like Sentret. It's a cute little design. Flying squirrel ball thing. All right. Keep them coming. Not as many as the Pidgeys. 35 Pidgeys, but we're getting there. We are getting there. I forgot to turn the sound on. It's like weird because I never play with the sound on. I'm always starving for battery. I'm running an iPhone 6S right now, so it's a little bit older. I'm constantly playing as I'm charging, so the battery is just on its last leg. So if I'm out dedicated playing Go, I'm either plugged into a battery cell, but I'm always trying to do whatever I can to preserve battery life. And grinding through this stuff. Froze. Did it crash? Did my screen recorder crash? No. I'm always trying to preserve battery life, but I don't know. It's rough. It's rough out there. Last Centret. Actually, I might be able to transfer 15. Transfer 15, do one more. I'll squeeze that in quickly. But yeah, I never play with the music or sound because I'm always trying to just preserve battery. Like, it's funny. Sometimes I'll have like the dimmest screen possible. Like the screen is, you can barely see it even at night. It's like, yo, that battery is real. All right, let's see here. Oh, I didn't count. I don't know how many I got to get rid of. Is that enough? Sweet. So that's the strategy. Real quick transfers at the last minute. Boom, get him in there, get another transfer out. Yes. Ferret and his little arms. All right, who's next? Hoot Hoots. I can do 3. 3 Hoot Hoots. But yeah, these 50 XP or 50 candy evolutions, it's rough. Spinner axe. It's like, man, I want to catch you, but I don't. I love the way Noctowl looks. I love the design. I don't know what the color of a shiny Hoot Hoot is, but if it's white, that would be rad. That would be awesome. Noctowl and one more. So then what I'll do when this, when I'm wrapping up the stream is I'll go back in and I'll mass transfer all the stuff that I just evolved. I'll get rid of everything, clean up the box. I've got 1,000 Pokemon storage capacity. When my storage is clean, like when I get rid of everything I don't want to hold on to, I'm typically around like 620 or 650 or something like that. So, and those are like my keepers. So they've got to increase the box size. All right, so we could do 5 Ladybug. And we've got about 15 minutes left on the egg, so we're probably right on schedule to get through everything I have left here, because there's not going to be much after the Ladybuzz, because now we're getting into the territory of Spinneracks, that are 50 candy. So there's not going to be too much. We'll see if I can fill out the next 15 minutes, but I need that 250,000. That's the goal. That's the goal. And it's like I feel my phone. I should have the Go Plus on because I feel the phone like buzzing. There is Pokemon spawning in my house. My house is a spawn location. And like I said, when they dropped Farfetch, like right in my house, boom, 7 o'clock, there was one here. So any given time, you could turn on Pokemon Go at my house, and there's going to be 2 or 3 Pokemon on the property at some point. You could be in the front yard, get a couple spawns, walk to the backyard, get a couple more spawns, come inside, go into our bedroom, get a couple spawns. So that's always good. You never have to worry about, missing your catch streak because you can always just, even if you're sick or something, you're not leaving the house, you can catch them in the house. We got snowed in one day last year. We're in New Jersey, so we get, crazy seasons here, but we got destroyed last year with snow. We got like 2 feet, something stupid. And I didn't go out the one day and missed my spin for the day, and I was like, what was I thinking? I should have just went out. Why? I have a Pokestop that's literally 50 feet from my front door. Missed the streak. It's been irking me ever since. It's like, why did I do that? Oh, Ledian. Ledian's a cool looking Pokemon. Doesn't necessarily even look like a Pokemon. Kind of looks like a humanoid alien flying something, but Ladybuzz cute. Ledian's got this really cool futuristic kind of bug look. I like it. Almost looks like a space helmet. Alright, so that's it for the Ladybuzz. Now we got Spinarak. I could do 4. See, so not many. Not many. These expensive evolutions, can't get too deep on them. You know, because I'm doing 1 or 2 evolution parties a week, I'll typically never have enough candy to do more than 4 or 5 of them at a clip. Ariados. Alright, 13 minutes left on the egg. You know, even if I finish up a little bit early with a couple minutes left on the egg, hopefully when I exit out, there'll still be some spawns in my house here, so I can catch them with the double with the egg still cooking. 2 more Spinaraks, 2 more. Spinarak. It's like so not exciting to catch. But you know, we see Ariados not, you know, somewhat commonly in the wild. So whenever I see these evolution Pokemon in the wild, it's like, give me a Pineapple, give me that extra candy. I don't mind. But I catch everything every time. If I have the ability to catch it, I don't discriminate. I'm catching it. That's it, right? That's it for Spinarax. I don't think I have 23 to transfer. Let's see if I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's not enough. Not enough. Would need 4 more, 5 more. All right, let's do one of these Pichus. I've got all these Pikachu candy, but if I'm gonna spend Pikachu candy on grinding, I'd rather evolve a Pichu than a Pikachu. Pikachu. I think I only have one other normal Pichu because I have the Witch Hat and the Ash Hat, so I'll hold on to that. I don't know if I have enough candy here. No. Igglybuffs, I might have enough. Oh! Look how cute. Look how stinking cute Igglybuff is. After all this time, Melissa's still missing Magby. She still has never hatched a Magby. All this time. She has the worst luck with eggs. It's ridiculous. Do I get rid of the Igglybuff? I'll hold on to that one just for fun. I'm going to hold on to my Togepi candy for Togekiss. Natu, another 50 candy evolution, so I can only do 3. So we'll knock these out real quick. This is a funky design. I mean, I dig it. It's kind of cool. I like the face on the belly and all that stuff, but weird. Bum, 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 bum. My son loves the evolution music. Look at me. All right, one more. We're almost there, folks. We're almost there now. Boom. All right. I don't know what else I have left. We might be at the end here. Oh no, we're like at the end. No. Oh no. Meryl. Oh, we could do a Meryl. We're cutting it close. I don't know if I'm going to get 110 out of this, man. Oh, if I come in short, I'm going to be so sad. Come on. Please, who else? Who else can I evolve? Hoppips! One, two Hoppips, two Hoppips. Oh. Oh, man. Alright, so two Hoppips. Maybe. I'm trying to think of who else is left. I don't think it's anyone. Oh, man. I hope there's Pokemon here. Come on, Hoppip. But as the stream wraps up, thanks again for checking us out. If you're checking us out on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, and follow us on Twitch. Hit the notification thingy. Very lightly, just boop, just barely. Oh, Sunkern. All right, I got some. Oh, I have no more Sunstones. What? No, Wooper. We could do a Wooper. Oh. We're at Slim Pickens. We're down to Slim Pickens. Oh, come on. Come on. I don't know who's left. What do we got? Is this it? Oh, no. Oh, can I do a Pineco? No. Oh, no. Snubble, no. Yes, a Snubble. Oh, we're so close. Please. Give me 110. If there's a couple random spawns in my house and I'm catching them, I'm counting that towards the total. Oh, no Shuckle. I can do a Teddiursa? Yes, 50 candy exactly. We got this. I'll be so happy. Come on. This has got to be it. Because I don't think I have enough ghost candy for Gen 3 ghosts. Slugma? No. Almost. Swinub? No. Oh, dude. This is it. We're at the end. Houndour? Oh, okay. I'll do this one that has a perfect attack. Okay. We're about 6 minutes away, so if I finish early, it's not by much. Which is actually pretty high efficiency rate for an hour worth of lucky eggs to only, not use 5 minutes of it. Oh, Fampy? Oh, so close. Oh, if I had one more. Oh my god, watch what I'm going to do. Unfavorite him. Transfer. Where am I at here? I need 2 more. Sorry, y'all. Unfavorite this one. I'm getting desperate. 1, 2. Even though they have a perfect stat, this is a good one. All right. I'm making rash decisions here. Oh. We're so close. We are so close. Donphan's so awesome looking. I love the red in the ears. It's a cool touch. Is that it? Do a Tyrogue? Could do a Tyrogue. This is cool, because I don't know what stats it has. So I'm going to say Hitmonchan. Place your bets. Lee, Chan, top. Chan. Okay. Smooch him. Oh man, they're coming out of the woodwork now. This is great. Oh, come on. Nicki Minaj. We were just talking about on the Gotta Watch 'Em All podcast some controversy about Jinx in the anime from back in the late 90s. So check out episode 36. We discussed that. So if you want to hear a very interesting conversation about Jinx, check out that podcast. Episode 36 of the Gotta Watch 'Em All podcast. Oh no, this is really it. This is really it. I got a Larvitar candy. Do I save it to power up my Tyranitars? I think I have to. Oh, I can do a Duskull. So we were only 4 minutes short. About 4 minutes. I think I'll have about 4 minutes when I go back. When I go back to the main screen. But the real goal here is 110. So if I get 110, when I go back to the main screen, we have successfully hit 250,000 XP in 60 minutes. All right, I'm going for it. You ready? Here we go. Give me 110. Give me 110. Oh, 102. Oh no, I'm so short. I'm so short. We had 142 before. All right, I gotta catch these Pokemon real quick. Oh, so close. So close. I'm not mad. This was awesome. 243,000 XP. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So, do you not throw curveballs? So, I had this discussion with someone the other day who's a somewhat core player and, mid 30s, and they don't throw curveballs. I could not believe it. They had legendaries. They had a very nice, well-rounded decks, only threw straight balls. I couldn't believe it. I throw curveballs every single time. I'm a little upset. A little upset. I wanted 250,000. Oh, really? And the first throw is crucial too because, with the double XP, that's 100 XP just from the first throw. 200 with a lucky egg. So it's a bummer to miss it. How much time? I got 2 minutes. All right, time to find. That was another 2,000. Oh man, where are we at here? What can I do? All right, we're doing this Bulbasaur. I'm gonna have to do the math when it's done. When it's all done, I'll go back and do the math. Oh, 2 minutes left. Charmander, sure. Like I said, I might have been holding these guys to have the living decks, but I need XP. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit it. I just got to get rid of... Yeah, see, I'm like sitting on some of this stuff. I need to just go for it. Where am I at with Weedles? I would need 11. Pidgeys, I would need 10. I could do that. 2, 3. Alright, we got a Pidgey here. Yo, I got this. I got this. I got this. I'm pretty sure I got this. I got like 1 minute left. Alright, if I could find 1 or 2 more evolutions in here, I'm pretty sure I'll hit the 250,000. And if not, I'm lying to you and I'm saying I hit the 250,000 because I'm too close. Rats I can't do. What else do we have here? That's it, right? Do I have a regular Pikachu? Let's evolve a regular Pikachu. Oh, I don't care. I'm done. One more evolution after this. I'm calling it a 250,000. Raichu. All right, one more. Where am I gonna find it? Should I just do another Pikachu? Do I have another regular Pika? Or do I evolve my shiny? Regular Pikachu, why not? We're calling it. This is it. This is the last evolution of the grind. 250,000 XP in 60 minutes. We did it. We did it. Oh, I'm so happy. All right. And this will be 6,000. There it is. There it is. It's official, folks. 250,000 XP in 60 minutes. Thanks so much for checking out the stream. If you're checking us out on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification button, follow us on social media, check out GottaWatchemAll.com. Hope to see you guys soon. Check out the podcast. It's different. Different. Peace. Take care. Thanks.